This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
Right now, police are working to learn more about a domestic violence situation that turns deadly in Ballwin. A woman found shot in the head inside a home around 1 a.m. Officers say the suspect fled after the shooting. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush. In the last hour, police identified the suspect as Zachary Childs. He was taken into custody around 11 a.m. That was 10 hours after he fled the scene. Police say he has been charged with murder, armed criminal action, and burglary. The shooting happened on Springley Court, making it the first murder in Ballwin in over 10 years. Our Travis Cummings reports on the impact on the neighborhood and another death stemming from domestic violence.
I've lived here 25 years. I mean, it's a great neighborhood. It's always been quiet. All the neighbors know each other and look out for each other. I mean, we've never had anything like this happen ever.
A domestic violence situation turned deadly in Ballwin early Sunday morning, and neighbors on Springley Court are shaken. Police say they responded to this two-story home now wrapped with caution tape around 1, where they first treated a woman with a gunshot wound. She later died at the hospital. We spoke to a neighbor houses down who chose not to go on camera because of the sensitivity of the situation. She says the couple had not lived there for long.
They moved here from Texas. They moved here in the summer of 2022. It's a man and his wife. They have probably a 6-year-old daughter. She might be almost 7. My daughter has gone in their house pet sitting for them before.
And now she's worried about the child's future.
Because not only did she lose her mother, but obviously her father is in custody.
According to the FBI's National Incident-Based Reporting System, this area hasn't seen a homicide since 2013. But domestic violence experts say that's just what's been reported.
This is a epidemic that is in every community, and yes, it's in Baldwin, a community that is not regularly reported, but we cannot say that it is not going on. It's not.
Cynthia R. Bennett with domestic violence organization JADA says this is just another call for the community to step up.
We want you to be that bystander, be that active bystander. Don't just sit by and say, well, that's them going through, because now here's a family that has been devastated.
Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Police have not yet confirmed the relationship between the suspect and the victim, but anyone with information about Sunday's homicide asked to call Ballwin Police at 636-227-9636, and we have a list of resources for victims of domestic violence at the bottom of this story on KSDK.com. We continue to follow this developing story on air and online, and you can find more information on KSDK.com. You can also get updates on the 5 on Your Side app and on 5+. A woman is in custody today, charged in connection to the death of her child. Christina Huntsbunt was arrested last night, and St. Louis County Police found her 4-year-old daughter unresponsive inside a home in Jennings. Police say the girl appears to have died from an overdose. Huntsbunt faces charges for endangering the welfare of a child. Also new tonight, police are working to learn more about a deadly hit and run near Soulard. Just after 1:30 a.m., a car struck and killed a woman on Gravois near Russell. The driver took off. The streets where the accident happened are near multiple popular bars in Soulard. Police say the woman was in the road when the car hit her. They have not released the identities of the woman killed or the driver. If you know anything, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is 866-371-TIPS. Right now, a man is in custody for the death or his role in the death of a St. Louis dancer. Glenn Bailey was charged yesterday with first-degree murder. He is one of 3 suspects in the death of Amarnath Ghosh last month. Police say Bailey's car was spotted on Delmar Boulevard near Clarendon, where Ghosh was jogging. When he went into the intersection, Bailey and the other suspects shot him multiple times, killing him. That's according to police. That shooting is still under investigation. New U.S. Census Bureau estimates show that St. Louis's population is on the decline. According to the Bureau, St. Louis's metro area is now the 23rd largest in the nation. That's down from 21. In 2023, the county lost 3,700 people. The city lost about 4,400. Mayor Tashara Jones says people are going to other cities to find more opportunities. Governor Mike Parson blames the city's crime rate for the losses. He says, quote, "You've got to make sure that people are safe because they're not going to stay somewhere they're not safe," close quote. Well, a little chilly, but still pleasant on St. Patrick's Day in the region. Weather First meteorologist Gary Frank joins us now with a look at your forecast. Gary?
Yeah, I'd say overall it is pretty quiet here as we look outside. You know, the parade's obviously a big factor for us, what's going on over the next several hours. And, you know, that was the outdoor activity that we were looking forward to the most. This morning, a little chilly for some of the parades as we look in St. Charles. It's as busy as can be, and you continue to see that here. I think overall, for the most part, what we'll still look at is quiet conditions as we still see temperatures, at least on the chilly side. It's the wind that's been a big factor for us here, I think, for the most part overall, as we continue to look at most of that cloud cover moving to the south. And you're starting to see those clouds moving in from the north. That's where we're really on the cool side, as you see that specifically. And really, there's no precipitation from that. But our wind speeds and gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour, almost 40 in Rolla. So that adds to that as temperatures have continued to fall. And I think overall, you'll see temperatures continue to fall even as we look behind this. Tonight, mid-20s, even low 20s. We're going to have a wind chill, first time in a while. The hard freeze tonight when we'll see another freeze, and if we'll see temperatures above normal at all in the next 7 days.
Thousands were in Dogtown today to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. This year marked the 40th anniversary of the Ancient Order of Hibernians parade in the neighborhood. And this year, organizers stepped up security, adding more St. Louis police officers and private security guards along the route. 5 on Your Side's Mercedes McKay spent the morning at the parade, and she shows us how the neighborhood of Dogtown is celebrating its Irish heritage.
Sounds of bagpipes filled the streets of Dogtown Sunday as a sea of green took over the neighborhood.
It's really just an amazing tradition that we have, and it celebrates our Irish heritage here in Dogtown.
The world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales marked the start of the parade, lasting 2 hours long, making its way from Oakland Avenue all the way to Manchester.
I love the sense of community, and I love how they throw out the beads, of course, but it's just such a fun parade.
For some, this yearly tradition is connected to precious childhood memories.
I always remember coming as a kid, and so it's great to be back.
And for others, it's a tradition that's just getting started.
It's my first time.
How are you liking it so far?
Oh, it's really fun.
The 40th anniversary of the Ancient Order of Hibernians parade was dedicated to the founders of the first parade back in 1984.
40 years ago, 25 people decided to put on a parade. And obviously, we wanted to put on a parade to reflect Irish heritage, history, and culture, and we've done that all over these years.
Jim Mohan is one of the remaining 3 founders, receiving the honor of Grand Marshal, marching in the parade with his family by his side.
Walking down the street, my wife Peggy, my daughter Bridget, and then my 2 grandsons, Max and Brady. That's going to be the best part this year.
This year's parade contains more than 100 units featuring floats that highlighted Irish music, dancing, culture, and history.
We take a lot of pride in it. It's our love language to our city here. The local business here, they love just sharing these streets with the rest of the city.
It's a pride that's felt through the neighborhood, and one many feel lucky to be a part of. In Dogtown, Mercedes McKay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
5 on Your Side.
If you still want to make it out to Dogtown for the after-parade festivities, you don't have much more time. All food and drink sales end at 6 p.m. A Mizzou student missing for over a week. New details as the search for Riley Strain continues. An historic night in Kansas City. We get an inside look at KC Current's home opener.